And we begin tonight at 6 with Marion County putting a cork in a request to extend a liquor license for a nightclub here in downtown Indianapolis.
Our Ashton Hackman explains why IMPD and downtown leaders now are calling that bar a problem property.
It's a place meant for those to hang out and let loose, but IMPD says Moon Bar and Grill in downtown is bringing more than just the fun. Repeat and significant calls since the bar opened 2 years ago. Fights, thefts, and underage bar goers, even calls for shots fired.
When a location has repeated calls for service, especially in the form of disturbances or violent crimes, it drains our police resources and it threatens community safety. We want businesses to succeed, but that cannot come at the cost of community safety.
IMPD nuisance abatement brought the bar's tab of nuisance calls to a hearing before the Marion County Alcoholic Beverage Board. The bar's liquor license expires on November 12th. Owner TJ Singh is asking to renew it, but a 3-1 vote by the county board sent that request down the drain.
Downtown remains one of the safest districts, and in order to keep it that way, we're going to take proactive steps and do what we can to maintain the safety down here.
Downtown Indy Alliance took concerns of neighboring businesses to the table.
It's really rare for us to get involved in this way, but this is one tool that we have for ensuring that the downtown environment feels safe.
Singh said he hopes the bar can reinvent itself as a sports bar, potentially attracting different crowds without the baggage. Downtown leaders hope all bars put the attention on safety.
We want to be able to have that type of entertainment. We also want to ensure that everyone is doing it in a really safe and responsible way, and that it is supporting the neighborhood and community around those businesses.
Singh declined an interview, and his attorney didn't answer my calls. The denial appeal will now go before the state's Alcohol Commission. A meeting is scheduled for October 21st. In Indianapolis, Ashton Hackman, 13 News.
Tonight, an Indianapolis woman is now charged with murder after a shooting on the east side.
This all started as a report of a crash along East 37th Place. That's near 38th and Post Road, and this call came in last night. Police say when they arrived there, they found 24-year-old Ronnie Amin badly injured. Investigators determined that he had been shot and he died at the hospital.
Police arrested 23-year-old Dacia Jackson in connection with that shooting. A trial is now scheduled for December.
And now to Johnson County tonight, where a 16-year-old is facing felony charges of rape and strangulation.
He's accused of sexually assaulting a 79-year-old woman in New Whiteland, even praying with her before this attack. Our Jenny Runovich shares the disturbing details.
Police say the teen attacked the woman in her own home as she was unloading a grocery delivery, and they say the quick actions of a gas station owner led to a quick arrest.
16-year-old Ariane Smith is the rape suspect, now charged as an adult. He's seen here on surveillance video trying to steal a vape pen at a New Whiteland gas station just blocks away from Tuesday's alleged attack. According to court documents, earlier that morning, Smith ran away from home, then went into the home of a 79-year-old woman as she was unloading groceries. The probable cause says the victim, trying to stop any sort of violence, asked Smith to pray with her. He did. And then police say he raped her.
She tried to reason with him. She tried to delay whatever he was going to do and asked him to pray with her, and that seemed to have worked according to the PCA. And then right after that, the sexual assault began. It's heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking.
After the alleged sexual assault and that theft at the Sunoco, the gas station owner called 911, chased Smith down, helping police make the arrest. The Johnson County prosecutor has requested a $250,000 cash bond for Smith. That's more than 15 times the standard bond for a level 3 felony. In New Whiteland, Jenny Runovich, 13 News.
Tonight, we're getting a look at the results of a months-long operation by the FBI here in Indianapolis.
Summer Heat is a nationwide initiative to crack down on violent crime. FBI Indianapolis says it arrested 114 violent offenders, recovered 26 weapons, and seized nearly 20 pounds of drugs all around the state.
The FBI went on to tell us it teamed up with local partners between late June into September to execute federal warrants, target gang violence, and resolve violent crime cases. Rob?
Well, we had Well above average temperatures for so long through September and into October. It finally feels like fall with temperatures into the 60s now. We did make it up to 71 officially in Indy. These temperatures are going to drop very quickly. Now that we have clear skies, we have the dry air that's in place, there's nothing moving our way to really change our forecast. Once we lose that sunshine, the temperatures are expected to drop into the 30s for many of you. I think maybe we'll stay in the 40s for Indy, but it's going to be a very quick drop. The northeast winds have helped bring in some of that cooler air. It's also going to keep that dry air in place, and once those winds settle down a bit, we're certainly going to see the temperatures drop. I'll keep 41 on tonight's forecast. Clear skies. It's going to really depend on if these winds can lighten up a bit. You've got to have almost still conditions to get your temperatures down to those optimal levels. 41 for Indy, but many of the outlying locations will get down into the 30s, and that's going to lead to a little bit of patchy frost. There is a frost advisory in place. North of Indianapolis includes Hamilton County, Madison County, Delaware County, all points to the north. We warm up, though, over the next several days. I'll talk about that big warm up as we head into the weekend, and I'll look at if we'll see any rain in the 7-day coming up.
All right, Rob, we'll see you in a little bit. If you drive around Indianapolis, you may be seeing some relief coming from the bumpy roads around Indy. The city is now investing millions of dollars into infrastructure in the 2026 city-county budget.
Our Brandon Schaff explains how it's also an effort to keep pedestrians safe when they're out and about on city streets.
City County Councilor Joshua Bain says that in his 6 years on the council, infrastructure is clearly the top issue he hears from people about, especially in his district on the southwest side. In the 2026 budget, Bain says that a little more than $100 million would be spent on roads and bridges, but he says that a study from about 5 to 6 years ago shows that's not nearly enough.
It showed that we have to be spending between $400 to $600 million a year on roads just to maintain our current road condition.
That's why he says he voted against the budget, saying that there should be even more funding to make our roads better.
It's at least 20% of what we should be spending on our roads. And the more that we don't invest in our infrastructure, the infrastructure just gets older and older.
Bain says the older roads get, the more expensive they are to repair. And since the most recent road upkeep study is from 5 or 6 years ago, Bain says that costs could be even greater now.
The City County Council budget also looks at how to make intersections and crosswalks safer across the city. This intersection right here at North College Avenue and Massachusetts Avenue was the scene of a fatal hit and run last year.
We're keeping an eye on every intersection that's problematic in Indianapolis and pushing the city for better.
Andrea Watts with Health by Design, which advocates for street safety, says the budget includes an amendment for $1 million toward Vision Zero initiatives. While they're grateful for that, they know more can be done to keep pedestrians safe.
When you compare ourselves to cities like Philadelphia, they invested $5 million, or our neighbors in Cincinnati who invested $9 million. It's just a little drop in the bucket in comparison.
Watts added that they want the city to focus on adding sidewalks and crosswalks, especially around schools, and prioritize intersections where crashes and fatalities happen. Brandon Schaff, 13 News.
City County Council Majority Leader Maggie Lewis says in a statement that $33 million will be invested in transportation and infrastructure that's focused on maintaining and modernizing roads and improving safety.
Still to come here tonight, a new business is honoring the life of a young girl who was killed almost 18 years ago.
We have the message the store's owner hopes to share with young customers who come through its front doors.
And millions of dollars for the Indianapolis International Airport gets pulled from federal funding.
How the airport is adjusting its plans for the future in wake of these cuts.